and LSU wins it by that final 4-1 score. And Jen, it looked like in the 6th inning, finally you were able to put a couple hits together and put some pressure on Berzon. She came into the game with 11 wild pitches. She's ending with 15 and kind of lost it. But your thoughts on the game overall?
Yeah, I liked our approach earlier in the game. I thought right there in the middle, we chased some stuff down and gave away some at-bats and then kind of reeled it back in. And then that's when you saw us put that 6th inning together really nicely. I mean, it requires every out that you're paying attention in each at-bat. So I think our message tonight is going to be, hey, make sure, every at-bat's going to count, against this type, a Cal and a Jackson State and at this level with an LSU. So I want us to focus a little bit better on what we were hitting and identifying it a little bit better.
Obviously, Berzon has that drop ball that, it falls off the table.
Yeah.
And when she's pitching well, the infield is busy. I think for the first 3.5 innings, there was truly only one fly ball, and that was Warwick leading off the game, that fly ball to left. So she was doing what she wanted to do.
Yeah, and I think everybody knows that's a freshman returning All-American, so she knows how to pitch, and Beth Serena always has, an up ball or a down ball or a vertical split kid like Berzon and a kid that can go left and right and throw hard. So she's got the whole mix, but a ton of respect on their part to throw her against us because I think, she knows and we know we think we're the 2 best teams here. So we were paying attention to each other.
She also didn't give any freebies. There were no walks.
Yep.
She was in the zone for the most part all day long. Rarely went to 3-2, was just trying to pepper the zone.
Yeah, she's very impressive vertically through the zone. She can, even when you try to adjust, move forward or back and move to 42, 41, or 45 feet, her ball is still moving through the zone. That's one of the toughest things to do, and that off-speed rise ball gets you just enough off time that you're not on time to the next one. Sometimes.
I was going to say, she took a little bit something off of that pitch, and you think you're on it, and then you're not.
And you're looking up. Right? So you're trying to identify something up, and you get that pitch, and that's not the one that you can do much with.
So what did you like about the approach from maybe the 3rd time through the order against her that adjustments were made?
Well, I think you either attack early or you see a few pitches and you attack late with her. There's something about in the middle that you're going to see the changeup and the off-speed rise. So if you see what you want early, you got to go. And I thought that's what we were doing. And then you have to be, if you're going to go late, you have to be patient in a 2-2, 3-2 count and make her come back above the knee. And I thought we didn't do that until it came around again in the 6th, and then we started to really string it together. And then she was trying to be forceful with that drop ball and was laying it just a bit short.
And Maddie Groff went 3 1/3. Maddie Eberly went 3 2/3.
Yeah.
I thought both pitched very well. Maddie gave up the 2 big hits with runners in scoring position.
Yep.
And Eberly was lights out.
Yeah, and I think if we make that play at first base, that's a 1-run home run.
Yes.
That's a different feeling, right? It's not quite such a punch in the gut. But you know what? If we're limiting them to just a couple hard hits, a couple hard barrels, we're going to be just fine. And we have to do our part offensively to barrel up the same way.
So you got to wait out a game, then you've got an elimination game. And I have a feeling that your message right away was, we are not done yet. We're getting to play this team again tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, we went through the line there, and I think LSU is expecting us tomorrow, and we're expecting ourselves tomorrow. So.
What will you do pitching-wise in the next game? Will Eberly get the start, or will you go back with Maddie? And Maddie, you threw a lot of pitches, but none really under stressful situations.
Yeah, I think, honestly, Maddie was probably just getting loose there and was starting to really feel it, so we'll probably stick with her for a little bit, and then knowing that Maddie had it figured out, that it will be when it comes, and I think either one would be fine out there. It's just a matter of, honestly, offensively putting up enough runs.
Cal should beat Jackson State, so you should play them again, and you played a great game against them yesterday.
Yeah, I think, we saw 1, 2, 3 of their pitching. They only saw one of ours, so I think it's going to be advantage us in terms of offense. We have a good look at everybody and can have a good plan.
All right, thanks for the visit, Jen. We'll talk to you after the ball game tonight.
Thanks, Mike.